Welcome in to Final Fantasy 16. All I'm going to say to start off is screw Amazon and their pre-orders. That's all I'm going to say. I pre-ordered this thing all the way back in February. And release day came and went. Friday came and went, and it still didn't ship. So I canceled it and I bought the digital version. Okay, so we're going to crank the brightness because I don't know how it's going to show up in... I don't know how it's going to show up in the video, but looks good there. Subtitles on, English, voiceover English, game performance. We want the graphics. I don't really care about the frame rate. It should look good. It should be optimized anyway. It's on PS5. Visual alerts? Enable an on-screen waveform that provides visual representation of in-game sounds and music. Okay, let's see what it does. I guess we'll keep it there. Begin the game equipped with several accessories that simplify gameplay, recommended for those players who are less comfortable with action games and wish to focus more on the game's story elements. Begin the game with standard equipment, recommended for those players who are comfortable with action games. Well, given the progress that we've made in Final Fantasy VII and the fact that we've made it pretty well almost all the way through hard mode, I feel like we should be pretty good on action focus. Gameplay focus does not affect story content. Mode can be changed after starting the game. Okay, whatever. Cool. Oh. Okay. You have to actually... Oh, is that the... Okay. That's the waveform thing they were talking about. If you look at the bottom left and right corners of the screen, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, let's keep it off. I feel like that's kind of weird. Okay, never mind. I get it. It's an accessibility setting. I get why they did it. It's just I'm not going to use it because I don't need it. All right. So, I guess before we go, first of all, I'll say welcome into Final Fantasy 16. I have been waiting for this game pretty much since the announcement. Now, a little bit of background. I haven't watched any of the trailers other than the original announcement trailer. I've looked at a couple screenshots, thanks in part to the PlayStation Store page, because they have screenshots on there. So I already have a lot of questions about just the screenshots that they have on there, but I haven't looked up any news. I didn't play the demo. I didn't do anything like that. So we're jumping in 100% blind. The only thing I've seen is the screenshots that are on the PlayStation Network or the PlayStation Store page, and the original announcement trailer. And there are some apps. There are not apps. There's some ads that showed up in just like different mobile things. You get like the ads that show up and you can't skip them. So there's like, yeah, I wouldn't say they were really revelatory. It's just you hear that the character seems to have a mild accent. The main character, Clive, seems to have a mild accent. And we know that Ifrit is going to be in the story, but in this game, apparently he is called Ifrit. So let's get into it without delaying any further.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals.
Interesting that that's one word.
And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness.
What is Creative Business Unit 3?
What they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Oh, okay, so we got Ifrit and Phoenix, looks like. Wow, so I'm going to say right off the hop, this game is gorgeous. And that little shot right there with the trees and stuff, major, major Dealfield Chronicle vibes. It almost had like a diorama type feel. That's really cool. Oh, oh, we actually get to fight with... Cool. I don't know why you're throwing fireballs at Ifrit. That's not going to be very effective. Okay, so this is interesting. I wasn't expecting to be playing... wasn't expecting to be playing, like... a space shooter to start off the game. Oh. Conveniently placed platform. Cool face tattoo. Yeah, this is giving me... This is like Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Dealfield Chronicle vibes. And I love it. So I guess that face tattoo must be like the mark of knights of their kingdom, I'm assuming? Because they have the same one.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. No one else. Where's the fun in that?
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them.
Yeah, man.
Try to keep that in mind.
Just trust the science. What, is your tattoo itchy? Is it new? Okay. Okay, we got our first little glimpse of the magic. You know, it's amazing how they can do this with every single Final Fantasy. You load them up when they, like, whenever they release a new Final Fantasy, you start it up, and it feels so completely different than every single other Final Fantasy. Like, the atmosphere, the characters, the story, they're all so different. Like, with Dragon Quest, you boot one up, you know you're playing a Dragon Quest game. Because they're all very similar. But with this, if you look at Final Fantasy 15 and the atmosphere in here, it's this is a massive, massive departure from the atmosphere in Final Fantasy 15. And like just the overall feel of the game, the tone of the soundtrack at the beginning, just it's so different and I love it. And that's the one thing I'll give the development team behind the Final Fantasy series is they do this every single time. Like I haven't played 11 or 14 because like they're online and I'm not really, that's not my thing. But if you look back to Final Fantasy 13 and look at 15, the next standalone regular console release in the series, and I mean you can hate all you want. I don't classify 11 and 14 as part of the main series. They're online. They're a completely different animal. But you look at the atmosphere from 13 to 15, completely completely different polar opposites, and then you get into this, and it's absolutely different than everything else. I love it. I love it. And I hope they keep doing it. Okay, so the main menu. So we can push the menu button at any time to open the main menu. Gameplay settings, gameplay configuration settings, including camera inversion, can be adjusted in the system on the system tab.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to
Oh man, that water. Oh, that's so nice. Wow, really cool menu. Options in the System tab include wireless controller configuration as well as video, audio, accessibility, and language settings. Okay, so we got our save. You know what's interesting? They don't show your gameplay timer on here. Okay, we'll keep the target lock as toggle, action focused, controller vibration. Interesting that the sensitivity is set to 2. Okay, whatever. We'll keep everything as is. Automatically adjust camera position when next target is off screen. Nah, no. Well, you know, we'll go through this first, and then we'll see how the volume pans out, and we can make adjustments later. Subtitles on, subtitle backgrounds. Nah. I do want speaker names. Yeah, we don't need hearing impaired subtitles for now. Icons. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Cycle through icons. So I'm assuming the icons are going to be our abilities. Use shortcuts and pet commands. Wow. Okay, so we have our standard loadout. Triangle is... Oh, okay, we have a dedicated magic button. Got melee attack. We have a jump button and iconic feat. Oh, that said limit break there. Let me pop back in there for a minute. Oh, okay. I was... Oh, no. Right there in the bottom middle. So you push down the 2 analog sticks to do limit break. Okay. R2 and the touchpad is taunt. And our lock-on button is... Is there no run button? I guess not yet. We just started. Wow. This is great.
time to move.
Oh, cool. We have a jump. We didn't get that in Final Fantasy VII.
We're just in time.
Oh, wow. The last remnant. Is that you? Oh, man. That got graphic real quick. All right. We got chocobos in this one. This is giving me throwbacks to when in Final Fantasy X, when you got the all the little dudes on the battlefield at the beach. When we run into Seymour and they have that big battle against Sin and everybody gets decimated. Oh, so many influences I can see in this game already, and we're like, we haven't even been playing for 15 minutes. We're only 15 minutes into this.
Why this is going,
Like,
they won't need this new dominant of theirs.
this is great. I mean, I'm getting Infinite Undiscovery vibes here. The Last Remnant, Diofield Chronicle. Final Fantasy X in certain spots. Definitely Final Fantasy 12. just like based on the place names, this is very, very Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy Tactics feel.
Did you not pledge your swords to our
And like specifically the place names.
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Doesn't look too thrilled to be there.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Based on the way this is going so far, I feel like this is going to be a very politically influenced story. Much in the same way that Final Fantasy 12 was kind of like a political drama.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men?
She kind of reminds me of
It
Fran.
was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders.
I don't know
in
if it's the
battle
voice
with
actor or the way
Cornwall,
she just kind of like
was it not?
saunters around.
Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
I'm assuming that big dude in the back is a dominant.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Oh no, it looks like
Should the
he's
citadel be allowed to fall,
oh wow, he's massive.
the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
Aw man, you can't do that right in his drink.
Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
Okay, well it's been fun playing. It was a great playthrough. Man, if she had any more sway in her walk, she'd dislocate her hips.
Benedict.
Interesting. Very, very unexpected from a Final Fantasy entry.
Lion take care when he chases the hare. Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Interesting angle development, team. I see you've massively ramped up the tone and maturity level of the entries in the series.
Seal us.
I mean, we have war, we've had a romantic angle, you got political intrigue, you've got knights in like a desert, you got this is all over the map so far. This is great. Oh, okay. Platforming elements. And you know what I noticed? The arrows pointing up the wall where you can run up. Same kind of notation in Final Fantasy VII when you have like a platform you can jump across or something, or like a ladder. They show you that little box with the up arrows. So same layout. So you even see like little tiny influences like that in here.
Wait. Something's not right.
Uh-oh. That could have been bad. Oh, big boy. Wow, look at the size of that thing. Oh, is that Titan?
Titan.
What, his name is Tiamat?
Finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Interesting. Interesting reference game. Interesting reference.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Oh, is that Shiva? Okay, so very... Seems that we're going to have a very, very strong focus on the summons. I mean, we started off the game playing like a space shooter between two summons, so... Wow, she's so much different than the Final Fantasy VII Shiva. I mean, not drastically different, but very different enough. That's another thing I love about this. They don't reuse the same summon models. Because like even Titan, when you see him in Final Fantasy 15, he's kind of similar to this, but this is still very, very much different. And I love that they vary the designs like that. So it's like the summons are the same idea, but they're absolutely unique to the individual entries. You know, the facial expression on the Titan kind of makes me think of the weapons in Final Fantasy VII. Aw, poor little guys. Bye. When you got the earth opening up like that, where do you even go? Well, you lucked out there.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Oh, okay. Let's go. Wow, this is so cool. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Holy crap, man. That screen shake. Wow, that's intense. Yeah, see the arrows? They're almost identical to the Final Fantasy VII ones. They just don't have the blue box around them and they're in white.
You just gonna stand there?
Yes. Kind of disoriented, sir. Sorry, we have Titan and Shiva duking it out right on top of us. I kind of don't know which direction I should run. You'll have to excuse me while I collect myself for a moment. And maybe potentially change my pants. Because there may or may not be a mess in there. I mean, you got... Oh, buddy! I wasn't expecting anyone from our team to go. Wow!
Wyvern! Wyvern!
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Oh man, that is so brutal. Man, this game is taking the dark twist right out the gate. Okay, so I guess that tattoo is the mark of the knights. Because he doesn't have it now, and this looks to be 13 summers earlier.
Do you yield?
Interesting red glove.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
Sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Seeing the town and castle feel in this game, this is already giving me Final Fantasy IX feels.
2 arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Okay, so is this a combat tutorial? I suppose it is.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. The way these menus pop up is very Diofield Chronicle. Okay, so press square to perform a melee attack. Use up to four attacks can be chained together.
Once more, please.
Okay, so straightforward combat. So far.
Swordsmanship will serve you well in the field.
Bruh, that was
Have you
regular
seen the set
attacks.
of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Wow, that's sadistic. I've never seen anyone necessarily ask to be burned alive. Okay, so magic. We got to land a fire spell 5 times. Press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike enemies from great distances.
Keep them coming.
Ah, okay, so they can block them like that.
Well done.
What is that thing on his shoulder?
You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Have you arranged? Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
Okay, so we got
On your toes,
dodging.
Crossfield.
Rossfield. Okay. Evade 4 times. Press R1 to evade an enemy's attack. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle.
Never
Oh,
take
we
your
missed.
eyes off your enemy. How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Don't simply
Ah.
watch my movements. Read them.
Oh, buddy.
Are you a shield or a
Okay, so this is going to take a little getting used to with the timing.
Do it.
Oh, and you have to push it right. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button.
Come on.
Stupid. I was pushing L1.
Few enemies will be as generous as me.
Okay, so the timing isn't that bad. I'm just an idiot and I was pressing the wrong button, so I was like playing with the lock on.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal.
Absolutely.
But you are not just any shield, are you?
Can we have a parry materia to
Show me
make
what
our
sets you
dodging
apart
better?
from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix.
Oh, that's why we're wearing
Granted
red,
the
I
use
guess.
of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Close the gap. Execute a Phoenix Shift 3 times. Iconic feats. Oh, so icons are the summons then. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Oh, so this is kind of like, this is the answer to the warp strike that Noctis has. Both melee and ranged attacks magic can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift. Okay, so let's do.
Are you not blessed by the Phoenix? Then prove it.
Wow, this combat could be so busted. I would imagine though that's going to cost.
Shield cannot hope to escape every blow.
I feel like that's probably going to cost like MP or some kind of stamina or something, because if you can use that, that's busted.
There is only one way to ensure
Just warp around the field slapping everything. Jeez.
your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Mend your wounds. Consumables. Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Cool. So are we going to get like strength potions, or are they going to go the route of calling them things like hero drinks? Consumables can be assigned to up, right, and down. Not left. Up, right, and down via the Items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu.
That'll have to do for now.
Oh, I could have just used a high potion. Whatever.
Do you think those wounds become you?
Oh, we weren't done. It looked like his health bar was full. I find it really interesting that they have the health bar at the top corner of the screen too. That's definitely going to take some getting used to, because like having the characters health bars in the bottom right in Final Fantasy VII, it's like ingrained in my mind.
To ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned. Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Okay, so let's lock on. I'm assuming that's his sheath for the sword.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Nice that they have one there, and it's not just like mounted on in like a floating space on his back. Breaking an opponent's will. Oh, okay, so this is the answer to staggering. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable. Okay.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Nice try. You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Staggering your enemies. Lord Murdoch's will. That's his name, Murdoch? Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Okay, so it is the answer to staggering. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses, which we've become very familiar with in Final Fantasy VII. Extremely familiar with. That's more important than going after their health bar. You have to go after the stagger bar first. It's like a pre-health bar health bar. Use R2 and square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the blessing of the Phoenix.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Yeah, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Wow. Wow, interesting rendition of the victory music. I approve. Oh man. Oh man, that just ups the feels of the whole game. That is so medieval sounding. It's almost like a Gregorian chant. That is so cool.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to love this game. I mean, not to fangirl too much. Right out the hop. The combat in this game, I feel like, is going to be super fun.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute blast. I mean, I'm a simp for the Final Fantasy series anyway, but... Yeah, no. This takes everything that Final Fantasy 15 did so far. And I mean, I'm saying this really prematurely. We're what 15, 20 minutes into the gameplay. And we just finished our combat tutorial. But I feel like it takes the elements of combat from Final Fantasy 15. With like the warp strike, the free movement, and all the different like menus that you can shift into. And blends it in with the combat style of Final Fantasy VII.
You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me.
It takes like all of the best elements in it, and it still feels extremely unique.
You were coughing this morning too.
Because I mean, in this game, we have a jump command in combat.
Cold.
Don't push yourself.
You have a dedicated magic button.
Grace has returned.
Father's back.
I'm curious to see, because this character seems to be influenced by the Phoenix. Or, well, I guess imbued by the Phoenix. I'm curious to see if we get any other elements to summon for, like, magic.
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Wow.
Your Grace, we live to serve.
Interesting word choice.
Joshua, you should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
You know, I never understood that phrase, out of doors.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
So, Clive is the black sheep.
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
Yeah, I'd say.
No, it's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
So he's like
I should join them.
social outcast because nobody else is born imbued of the Phoenix. Okay, that clearly didn't go through the sheath. That like phased into it. It's connected though, so at least there's that. There's an actual connection to his body, not just having a giant sword floating on your back. Ah. Oh, is that a black chocobo I see? Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Like, I mean, it's really super regal looking, but you would expect, like... Well, actually, I guess that tone chocobo is, like, ash-colored, and they seem to be very, fire influenced. Like, our main character is the Phoenix, everything's red.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I
So
went to
the
bed
ash
and
color
went to
makes
the
sense.
spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Oh, cute little pupper.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Is the situation truly so grave?
On to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Don't ever call me father again.
Dismissed.
Okay, well, it seems he has a better relationship with Clive than the mother does. She just seems bitter. She's all like, "Why couldn't you have been born a ginger like my youngest?"
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Oh man, Plague Tale vibes. Plague Tale vibes. I don't know if anybody's played that or if you've seen my playthrough of that. Which, if you haven't, go check out the playlist. I played through a Plague Tale Innocence, the first entry, just completely blind on a whim because I got it free in the. I think it was. I got it free in the Epic Games Store. Man, that game was awesome. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. And while you're at it, if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're gonna have a blast. We have a ton of great stuff coming on the channel. Playthroughs. We're gonna look at streaming soon once I come into a little bit more free time. Life's gonna be good. Trust me. And if you stuck with the video so far, make sure you slap the like button too. Really helps me in the algorithm. So finding your way. Should you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct. Really, to point you in the right direction. Your current destination will be displayed with a red destination marker. We'll call it that.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Oh, you have to press and hold. Oh, cool. So you can... Okay, so this is kind of like the destination markers in Final Fantasy VII. Now, I mean, you'll notice all the comparisons to Final Fantasy VII, but, I mean, it's kind of recent, you know? Where you were kind of playing it. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Remember, it is for us to protect His Highness, not the other way around.
I know that. And on my honor as a shield, I'll defend.
Do we have a map? No, eh? Attributes. The Attributes tab provides a comprehensive overview of Clive's current level, status, abilities, and gear. Okay, so we scroll across the top. So we have items. The Items tab contains a list of all non-gear items currently in Clive's possession, including those used in quests. Consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Are you going to do me dirty too? You going to implement a hard mode afterward that doesn't let you use the items and then give every single treasure box in the game, giving you items that you can't use? Assigning shortcuts. Oh man, this control scheme is going to mess with flipping back and forth while we finish off Final Fantasy VII. Oh my god. It's hard to believe it's like the same series and they can come up with so many different menu layouts, so many different button layouts. It's insane. I mean, they do a phenomenal job. Okay, so items can also be assigned to shortcuts for quick access during gameplay. Select an item from the consumables list and press square to bring up the shortcut window. Okay, so we'll have to keep that in mind. After confirming the button it is to be assigned to, so up, right, or down, press X to confirm the decision. Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. Stone Skin Tonic. Wow, that's very, This feels very Final Fantasy 12 of you. And Final Fantasy 10, where you have like, stone touch on the weapons and that kind of thing. Okay, so the wave of euphoria induced by this foul-smelling brew grants those who drink it delusions of invulnerability. It is widely consumed by soldiers seeking to toughen their own hides, however briefly. Increases defense by 30% for 90 seconds. That's kind of a long status effect. A minute and a half? Wow. That's good stuff. Okay, so we have our shield here. Interesting quote. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flames forevermore. So, very strong focus on the crystals. Very strong focus on Phoenix. So that must be this... I don't know if I want to call it a country or this region's mascot, for lack of a better word. Okay, main menu, journal. The journal tab contains information on main story progress as well as all current and completed side quests. Cool. Okay, so this is main story. So scenario progress, completed quests, and this will have the active main and side quests. Okay, so we have to make for the throne room. As the duchy readies itself for war with the Iron Kingdom, its most bitter and long-standing of rivals, so too does Clive prepare to do his duty, as first shield of Rosaria, to protect and serve his brother Joshua, dominant of the Phoenix. Oh, okay, so dominants aren't the summons. So they're, I guess they're kind of like the summoners. So the kid has red hair because I guess he's kind of like the summoner. He's the one who's responsible for keeping the Phoenix alive and well, so to speak. There's our settings. Main menu, gear and icons. The gear and icons tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. Oh, cool. So there's going to be multiple. Okay. So we get a belt. Ah. We got some rings. Clearly so this is the Ring of Timely Focus. Clearly the darkest of arts were employed in this ring's forging, yet no matter its infernal providence, it does effectively slow time, and that can prove very handy in staying alive. When equipped, time slows before an evadable enemy attack strike. Oh, wow, let's reread that again. Man. When equipped, time slows before an evadable enemy attack strikes Clive. No effect when equipped with the Ring of Timely Evasion. Oh, okay. So this one, when equipped, Clive will automatically evade attacks. Oh, okay. So when you have the evasion equipped, it's an automatic evade as long as it's an evadable attack. If it's unblockable, obviously you can't evade it, but if it's unevadable, you can't evade it. If you can block it, you could probably evade it. Or if it's unblockable, you can probably still evade it. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because we've seen the unblockable attacks in Final Fantasy VII. Kind of the same thing, I guess, there. So this is an automatic evade, and it doesn't slow down time when combined. When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed simply by pressing square. When equipped, Clive will automatically use a potion when his HP falls below a certain point. Potions will be used before high potions. Well, that's kind of nice. It'll use your weaker potions before the high ones to maintain your high potion stock for later in the game. That's really kind of nice. And you know what? I think we're going to read the other stuff with it too, because it seems like there's going to be some really, really cool lore in this game. There once was a hapless battle mage who oft found himself losing on the losing end of duels, for in the heat of combat he would forget to use the healing potions he carried with him. Fed up, he enchanted a ring to remind him to do just that, and he was a better mage than swordsman. Oh, as he was a better mage than swordsman, the ring worked. It worked so well, in fact, that he could rarely even recall raising a vial to his lips. You know what these things remind me of? I don't know if anybody watching this played Blasphemous, but you get like little artifacts in that game that you go around collecting, and most of them are like little bones of things, and they all come with like little lore stories attached to them. This reminds me a lot of that. It's really cool. And it's completely different developer, but just the fact that like you can see that kind of influence in things like this, really cool. Okay, so let's equip that. And so what do we want to put here? You know, let's try that. We'll just equip them to try them out. Interesting that these have green borders. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with their... Oh. Okay, I feel like it might be something kind of similar to the like along the same lines as the Dealfield Chronicle, where the different ranked weapons are different colors. Either that or they have durability. I hope durability is not the case, because durability in an RPG is so annoying. Wait, did we go through everything in the menu? We didn't look at the attributes. Really cool that you can... Oh my god, cool, they got little pixel ones! Oh, that is so cool. Even bringing the pixels in. This is great. You know what they should do? They should make this. They should make like a second mode in this, like they did with Dragon Quest XI, so that you can play the game as a pixel version. Oh, that would be so cool. Imagine Final Fantasy 16 as like a Super Nintendo game. Oh, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but oh man, one can dream, can they not? Ooh, is that we got items here? Ah, finding items. Useful items can be found across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered can be viewed in the Items tab in the main menu. Oh, we just walk into them. Okay, so you don't actually have to pick them up. You just approach them.
Make sure all the crystals are accounted for.
Oh, this is so cool.
The way I see it, it's us or them. I know my money's on.
You better not be betting against us, dude.
Forgive me, my lord, but I need to finish inspecting these crystals.
Wouldn't do to give our soldiers spent shards.
Can we... Oh, we can't go in any of the tents, eh? Oh, this is so cool.
Make sure you get a good edge on that, eh?
No, I'm not about to send our lads off to war with dull blades.
Preparation is key.
Can we go right in the front door?
They've closed the gates.
Let's hope the side entrance is still open.
Wow. So regal looking. Look at the size of that freaking talons on those guys, man. Whew. Would not want to be on the receiving end of not even a swipe. Just like they come and step on you, that's the end of you. Oh, we've been hit.
You put on quite the show for us, Lord Rossfield. Any man who can do that deserves to be first shield.
I'm not...
An experience be damned.
I don't know if you can see it there, but I'm not sure how I feel about the background blur when you're moving the camera? Is there a setting for that? Oh, we entered a scene. Oh, you bear the mark.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
Relax, relax.
There's no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
You brown noser.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Yeah, very, very medieval. Really cool atmosphere in this game so far. Oh, man. Don't mind me, just, fangirling over here a bit. Okay. So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we are in fact going to call it a video here for now. And next time we will continue on to the throne room. We didn't make too much progress. I'm just kind of taking in the atmosphere. I don't want to rush it. I just want to play through, explore everything, have some fun. Actually, I kind of want to go over there next time and get that item. I don't know if you can see it at the top right there, but up on that the top of that set of stairs looks like there's an item there, so we're going to go get it. But if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.